Sub Cap Risings. I'm sorry for the noise in the background, but I have a limited amount of time, okay? It's trash day in my neighborhood, so that's what you're hearing. But you won't hear it through the entire vid. You never know, this might actually be signifying something within your month. Throwing away the trash, your man's trash, your job trash. I'm just playing with y'all. But hey, what's up? It's Astro here doing your 12 card spread reading for July 2018 Capricorn Risings. So this is my only second month doing this. So with that being said, just gonna let you know what this is all about. Um, I do this thing that I call Astro Tarot, in which I use astrology and tarot to kind of give you a reading about how your July month's going to be. I do other readings as well. You can check out my Etsy shop for that. My Etsy shop's called Astro, by the way. But anyways, you basically do it. So like basically it's a 12 card spread. That's the best way to describe it. It's a 12 card spread. Each card represents a house, similar to how it is in astrology. And in astrology, a house represents a specific sector of your life. Okay? And so you kind of get an overall understanding of what your month's going to be through this reading. Okay? So this is specifically for Capricorn risings, but Capricorn suns and Capricorn moons might resonate with this as well. All right? So I'm just going to shuffle these cards, do a quick prayer to make sure I give you the most accurate readings, make sure my higher self and guides and God is helping me with this, and angels as well. So hold on one second while I do this quick prayer. Wheel of Fortune popped out, y'all. Well, maybe with all this eclipse this eclipse energy, especially the first new moon eclipse, actually, what you call it, especially with the first new moon eclipse opposing your sign in the seventh house, that may show that you guys are gonna go through a major love overhaul. So something to think about. Still shuffling these cards though. And when I shuffle and split the cards, I'm seeing a lot of love cards too. So I really feel like y'all are gonna go through a love overhaul for sure. But energy's telling me to keep shuffling. So sorry this is taking a while. Okay, stop right here. All right, Capricorn risings. Overall message for your card is the Chariot. And didn't y'all have this before? You know what's interesting about this too? The Chariot card is the Cancer card, right? And the Cancer is your seventh house energy. And remember I said you guys are gonna probably go through a love overhaul. Ain't that a bitch, right? Two of Pentacles for your first house. Four of Pentacles for your second. Seven of Cups for your third. Page of Wands for your fourth. Can y'all see this? Yep, okay. Okay. Seven of Wands for your fifth. card keeps popping up. Two of Wands for your 6. Death for your 2nd. Ooh, y'all. 9 of Swords for the 8th. Devil for the 9th. 4 of Cups for the 10th. Hierophant for the 11th. 3 of Wands for the 12th. It's an interesting ass spread. Only one, well, wait, 2, no, 3, sorry. 3 major arcana. One arcana is Cancer. This one's, this one's Cap, and then this one's Scorpio. So these people might be within your life. What a mixed bag. It's truly a mixed bag of cards. So let's just give the reading to you guys. And I want to make sure you guys can see it too, fully, because I noticed that you're having a hard time seeing the 3 of Wands in the first house. So I'll just do a little bit of this. Okay, sweet. All right. So with Cancer being in the overall energy for July 2018 for you, you are going to really embody the Cancer energy, the opposing energy for you. Capricorn risings, you're going to be very nurturing, you're going to be very loving, you're going to be focusing on strengthening your emotional feelings and emotional intelligence and expressing them, so you can really and truly get what you desire and get what you deserve. You're going to be focused on family, home, and all that stuff. But more than anything, I see 2 things. You are just going to push forward into whatever thing that you are interested in. Again, like I said, I'm strongly seeing you focusing on saving money, but out of anything, excuse me for that, so loud. Out of anything, I see you having a relationship overhaul. Okay, so you're going to really just push forward, push ahead, move forward. You're just going to straight up move forward. That's what it is. Even with this retrograde energy, it might be kind of slow for you. It might take some time, but you're still going to push forward. Cancer, the Chariot represents pushing, going, moving ahead. The thing is too, that I'm seeing as well, is that because you're going to be so focused on your emotions, you are going to really embody the whole cardinal water energy of Cancer. You take an initiative when it comes to your emotions. You getting what you want, basically getting your emotional desires. So this is dope. Okay, so that's the overall reading. The overall energy for July 2018 for Capricorn risings. Let's do the rest of the reading and see how it's all applies. Okay. The first house is kind of like the second overall energy of 2000 and July 2018 for Capricorn risings, but also what it's going to represent is your appearance, your personality, your persona, and how people perceive you. Okay. And so you got the Two of Pentacles. Right now, you may be working with someone to get some money, get a business venture going. You have some probably ideas that you want to actually display. And so you're kind of throwing it out there with folks. Throwing it out there with someone in particular, like one specific person probably, and seeing how it will work with you, okay? I see also Two of Pentacles is like you juggling your finances, juggling money, seeing, excuse me, these fruit flies, like, what the fuck? I didn't bring any fruit outside, so I don't know why it's out. Sorry, guys. But you kind of like juggling with your finances or juggling ideas about how to go about your finances, okay? So, yeah, that's what your main focus is on. You're looking, wow, fuck, mosquito. You're looking business minded. You know what I mean? You're looking like you're focusing on the cash. Oh, where the cash at, okay? Where the cash at? That's what y'all are focusing on. The second house is the Four of Pentacles. Like, this is like such an easy card to read. You're going to be saving up and hoarding your money. You're not going to be really spending that much this month. You just are trying to get your shit together when it comes to your money maker or making money. It could show that you're trying to like when it comes to like your job or something, you're trying to like um, save up your time, grab up your time like he's grabbing up the coins to do your work. You might be trying to like catch up on something. You might be trying to you might have lost your job and now you're trying to save up your money. There's like so many ways that this can manifest, but basically you're being selfish, and I feel like selfish is a neutral word, so I don't think it's bad. But you're being selfish with your time and your money, specifically with your time. You're being selfish with your money making time. All right, and you're focusing on self and how you can improve yourself. This is actually pretty much a, a good or not a good, but a great representation of the second house card. You know what I mean? Because second house represents self worth, and so you, even if you kind of take not the material worth but the self-worth approach with this card, you are again being greedy with your time. Maybe not greedy, being selfish with your time. You feel like you can only focus on yourself at the moment and not on anyone else, and so you're just hoarding all your time, hoarding all your money, hoarding all your cash to get to where you need to be, or where you feel like you need to be. Okay. Third house is the Seven of Cups. And the third house is the house of communication, community, siblings, and thought processing. So you're not probably thinking the most clear or speaking the most clear as you can. Um, and you're kind of being like whatever type, you kind of have that idea when it comes to communicating in your community and your siblings and thought processes. You see this person, he's like has a mask on, cup in a hand, and going to a tightrope. Um, you could see this as he's trying to show out and show his abilities. I see this more as someone who doesn't have a clear vision on what they are doing at the moment, especially when it comes to how they feel. They're not clearly speaking on how they feel. They're not clearly thinking well, like when it comes to their feelings. With the mask, kind of makes them see straight ahead, but not their peripherals are kind of blocked. And thus, them walking on a tightrope one is not the best thing to be doing at the moment. All right, so your communication may be a little bit off, and how you're thinking may be a bit disillusioned. So be sure you keep that in mind and try to think before you speak. Um, think things through before you do anything, particularly with your siblings. Okay. Fourth house is the Page of Wands. The fourth house is the house of house. It's the house. House of home, house of family, mothers, your deepest emotions in your private moments. And you have the Page of Wands here. So this is kind of going with the not page, with the Chariot card of you pushing forward with your emotions, you being extremely passionate when it comes to your home, your family, um, what you're feeling, of how you're feeling about it, your private moments. You're just kind of like, this is a fire energy because it's wand, so you're really just pushing forward and going, kind of pushing this. What's the best way to say? You're like pushing forward with whatever you are feeling deep inside, and you're just doing it in a sort of like, who gives a damn? I want to get what I want type of way. You know what I mean? Like a little haphazardly, if you will. Um, the reason why I say that is because it's the page. The page is kind of immature energy, but sometimes if you just step out and do, good things happen. So you're sort of haphazardly just doing what you feel and not giving a damn about it and just pushing forward, similar to the Chariot card. This may represent you, but it also may represent someone else, a young fire sign in your life that's in your family or lives with you as maybe a roommate or someone that you can share private moments with. They may be kind of embodying this energy as well. Fifth house is the Seven of Wands.